Hey, what's up YouTube? This is James Duff Merritt coming back to you with a brand new plan that we have over here in Terraces of Rockwall. Now this plan is the 4296. Now keep in mind the plan number is also the square footage. We're looking at a 4-bed, 4.5 bath with a game room, media room, and also it is a 4-car garage. It's one of two plans that we have over here in Terraces that has a 4-car garage. But we're gonna start off with the exterior. Notice that this is the E1 elevation, the modern style, where we've done the white Denali brick, the black roof, the tricorn black gutters, and the trim and the garage doors to match. Cedar garage doors on all of our plans out here in the Terraces. And you'll note that you'll see one overhead garage door over here to the left, and you'll have 2 single car garage doors right over here to the right, depending on how the flip of the home is pertaining on that particular lot. Now this plan, it can go either on a 72 home site or an 82 or 100. Base price starting at $833 on a 72 and $862 on our 82 home sites. We have the black window frames, we have the white exterior brick, and also on that those 2 single car garage doors, we can actually change that to make it 1 overhead garage door. Me personally, I would prefer that because, you know, hey, I don't want to just have to sit there and focus on trying to get in and out of the garage. But let's go ahead and take a look, starting off with the front door entry. This is a structural change. We can do a double door for this plan. Just want to note all of the structural changes that we can do on the 4296. So as we make our way into the entryway, you'll notice that we run into a wall, and that's very unique, and we're gonna get to that a little bit later. But first, I wanna just show you the entryway. You'll see on the left side of the house, we have an entryway that goes over here to the 2-car, single car garage. Plenty of space in here. You'll notice that we have our tankless water heaters, our main shutoff valve, and also some additional space over here for more storage. One thing that we definitely don't lack on is making sure that a house has enough storage in the house. So you'll notice we have mud bench over here, large entryway, and as we make our way over to the other side of the house, we have your other 2-car garage. Very deep, plenty of space. You have your irrigation, your electrical panel, and all of those windows, which are standard to this plan. Now, as you make your way through, we have bedroom number 2. There's 2 bedrooms on the bottom floor. Plenty of space in here to accommodate a nice sized bed. And we have is full ensuite. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll notice that I always point out the structural changes, such as this drop-down shower. It's a $1,500 upgrade to have this structural change done. We do this at the slab, so that's something that we have to have done whenever we're doing a contract. So we're gonna go ahead and make our way into the entryway. Another mud bench. You'll notice we have mud benches on both sides of the house. And as we make our way in, you'll see the grand family room. Now remember that wall that I was telling you about? There's something real cool about this plan, is that it's the fireplace. So you have 2 options for this plan. You can either have the fireplace, this is our standard option. You can leave it right here, or you can put it over here on this wall right here. I think it's a nice personal touch to put it right there. Really tall vaulted ceilings. We're looking at about 20 to 22 foot ceilings in this home. Nice little butler's pantry over here. Do something cool and creative. And over here we have our dining space with the tray ceilings. Something you'll notice, we've done the sliding door with the arched windows at the very top. Otherwise, you would have the wall of windows right here if you were building this plan and you opted out of not wanting the sliding doors. But guys, check out this kitchen. I love that the kitchen, it sits over to the side of the house. It's still far enough away from everything, but you still have that own personal space to do your kitchen work. But one thing I also love is that you have your island over here, but then on the other side, you have your sink with this beautiful large arched window in the kitchen that overlooks into the backyard, which we'll get to that a little bit later as well. But check out these finishes. We've done the double oven with the microwave. We've taken the countertops and we've also extended those countertops with the uplighting to the backsplash over here. And you have another butler's pantry over here. Like I've always said too, in our pantry, when you're looking at our inventory homes and you're also checking out our build jobs or in our model homes, the consistency is always going to be there. It doesn't matter if it's going to be on a build job, inventory, or even something that you want to start from scratch or something that we've done. All of the consistency is always going to be there. But we're going to go ahead and make our way over here to, before we get to the primary bath, one cool thing about this one is that you have your study that's in the back of the house. Most of the time you'll notice that you'll have the study that's always in the front of the house. You want to see what's going on, but from data and all the research that we've done, a lot of people are wanting to opt in. They like to have that home office in the back of the house to where they can look out in the backyard, or if you're on the lake or green space, you have something else to look at rather than looking at the front of the street. So I think that's a really cool feature that we've thought about. But then we are in the primary bedroom. You'll notice that we have the vaulted ceilings in here. Ceiling fan is included, still nice space with the wall of windows in the back. We've extended the floors to come into the primary bedroom, which I think is a pretty cool feature. The double doors, not only going into the primary bath, but you have the double doors that's coming into the primary bedroom. But check out this beautiful primary bath. You'll notice we have split vanity on each side. We've done the freestanding tub. You also have a nice little seating area over here. You have your rain glass, which we've upgraded. That's about $70 per window. So we have window 1, 2, and 3 over here to where your toilet area is. But plenty of space to go move around efficiently in this primary bedroom or bathroom. And you also have the shower with the glass that overlooks into the primary bath and over the freestanding tub. We've also done some nice detail work. Want to get a close-up of that. Real nice detail work of all of the tile and extended that all the way over here to the ceiling. Still 2 closets. You have closet number 1 over here on the left side of the house. And then over here you have closet number 2. I always joke about this. This is her closet. Smaller closet is always us guys. We gotta give them what they want. Happy wife, happy life. That's what I like to call it. And I do not like arguing with my wife. So whatever it is that she wants, I'm just gonna roll with it. And if you feel differently, hey, that's on you. Call me if you need some advice. But let's go ahead and check out upstairs. Now, the backstory about Perry, we've been around for plenty of years. We started in Houston. We've expanded all over Texas, and we're also in the Florida markets as well. We are dedicated to specific communities. Now, if you've seen the story that I've talked about in previous videos, I launched this community in 24 whenever I came and joined and partnered with Perry, and it's 185 homes, 62, 72, 82, and 100. those are the home width. Now, we have product line that can go, that can cross over from a 72 to an 82, and some that might be 62 to where we can cross those over to the 72. Pricing always varies, but we have one of the most appealing tax rates in all of DFW, which is 157, and there's no mud and no PID. Now, if you're asking like, hey, what is a mud and a PID if you're from out of town? A mud is a municipal tax. That is something that you cannot get around. That's something that's always going to be there. And then you also have your property improvement tax, which is also always going to be there. So the fact that you don't have those additional taxes, that saves you hundreds of dollars on your monthly payment and throughout the loan. So let's just take, for example, if you're looking in an area with a 2.7 property tax and that has a mud in the PID and they have a $600,000 or $700,000 price point, purchase price, same thing over here. Although we're going to be more expensive or look like we're more expensive, you're still going to have the same monthly payment. So location always matters. Anytime that you're looking at locations, you want to ask those questions. Always ask the questions, what's the property tax? What's the HOA? You know, how are things in the community? These things are important for you to know because it's not like you're just picking up and saying, hey, I want to go to the car dealership and purchase a car. You're buying $700,000-$800,000 house. And my whole, perspective, if I was in your shoes, I would be very cautious about my money too. So I'm doing a lot of talking right now. I know we've looked at bedrooms 3 and 4. As you notice, there was a lot of nice space in there, but we've made our way over here to the game room and the media room option. So this is all standard part of this plan, but I also want to come back to this media room also too. This hallway right here, this is the hallway if you add the 5th bedroom. Now, what would happen to this half bath, it would just flip from this side and it would go over here. So this will come in, the media room will be slightly smaller, but that would be the hallway going into the 5th bedroom and bath. So also want to note that if you do want to close this off, then we have an option to make it a full theater room. If you like it as is, then there's no additional cost. But like I said, there's not too many structural changes on this plan. We're talking about the half bath downstairs, $1,500. The freestanding tub, $2,635. The sliding door in the back, which we're heading to now, roughly around $9,000. The floor plug that you see in the family room, that's $390 a piece. So making sure that we're not breaking the bank. You want to know where your money's going. I know that there are a lot of builders out there that are going to say, hey, we're going to give you, $70,000, $80,000 to use however you like. And, to be fair, that's what they do. That's their model. I have nothing against that. My job is to show you the true standard hardcore numbers of what you're looking like with our design center package and also what it is looking like with our structural changes. So that way you can make a sound decision and also letting you know an average of what you spend at design. Now we're sitting on an 82 lot. This is a really big house. It fits the entire build pad. And you'll notice that we have the board-on-board fencing, not that standard side-by-side board that is kind of, janky and it kind of gets outdated and unstained over or weathered after a few years. But, we do allow that you can put pools in the backyard. This lot can fit a pool. I do want to note that. You can put a pool back here. I also want to talk about drainage out here too. You'll notice, maybe you'll see a swell. As you can see, it sits a little bit higher back there and it comes down and then it goes up a little bit. Nothing to worry about. Get with your pool company, have them communicate with my construction team, and then we can make sure that we can coordinate if you're building this plan, or if it's something that you want to do after close, you're more than happy to do that. That way we can make sure that we're not, voiding any warranties that we have back here. But back to the drainage, you'll notice that we have full gutters that goes around the whole entire house. And you'll notice that these green little caps around the house, and you'll see some over here too. Now what those are catch basins. When water comes, when we have heavy rains, rain's got to go somewhere, but we do not want it to go to the house. So you'll notice that it'll hit a swell, and then it'll catch those drain basins, and then it flows to the front of the house. You never want water to come and hit the foundation. You always want it to drain away from the house and go to the front to where it drains properly. If there ever was any type of situation where there is standing water, hey, not to worry, we have a 2-year builder home warranty, and we're gonna take care of that. That means the fence, cosmetic, mechanics, you call us. We like to get all of these things resolved within 7 days. So, and you're speaking directly with our construction team. And so, like I always tell anyone, we're not that hard to find. I mean, we're always here. My construction team's always here. I work some pretty long hours to where some of the homeowners now, they're like, hey, you might as well just live here since you are working so much. But I just want you to know that I truly do care about every single person that calls or looks at the videos or reaches out to me via text, because this matters a lot to me. It's important. It's a very important investment. And I want to make sure that you're protected, but knowing that you have all of the knowledge in front of you before you make any type of decision on purchasing a home. I have somebody out there, so I'm gonna wait. But like I say, I thank you for watching this video. Anytime you have a question, definitely reach out to me, 318-451-7437. That is my direct cell. You can call me, you can text me anytime, or you can email me. And if you come out here to my community, always just say, hey, I want to speak to James. I'm more than happy to help you and answer any questions that you have about this community, because it really truly does mean a lot to me that you walk away feeling like you have gained a lot more knowledge than whenever you walked in that door. So definitely appreciate you watching this video. Stay tuned for the next, because I'm also going to show another plan, well, actually the same plan, but that one's going to be a build job. So you're going to notice a lot of the changes that we've done from an inventory versus our build job that we're doing for a client that's getting ready to close pretty soon. But DEAF, don't ever accept failure. I live by it, I stand by it, and I always hope that you can do the same. Feel free to always reach out to me. Have a great one. Looking forward to seeing you on the next video. Stay blessed.